Yo, what up, y'all? Thank y'all so much for dropping by, man. You guys already know what to do, man. Make sure you guys smash that like, that subscribe button, click that notification bell so you guys can be notified on all of the new latest and greatest news out here in these gaming streets, man. So if you would like to donate to the channel, or you can check out some of my merch, the link will be in the description, or just follow the link on the display. Now, the real reason why Google is so salty, the real reason why Google is so mad at Microsoft Xbox Game Pass is because of Stadia failed, man. They failed miserably. Nobody wanted Stadia over Game Pass or other cloud gaming subscription services. Even most people probably wouldn't even recommend it over PlayStation Plus. And we know PlayStation Plus ain't got no day one games. So day one games over Stadia that you still have to pay full price just to stream on the go. So that I can understand why they will try to block and stop the deal, because they feel like Stadia was dead on arrival. I didn't even like the name. I didn't like the control. I didn't like nothing about this thing. And I was like, man, you have to pay full price for games to stream on the go, but you're probably gonna be limited on where you can go to play it at. It ain't like it was like Game Pass, I don't think. It probably was in some areas, but it just didn't have those day one free games that you get. It didn't have a subscription service. Like, first of all, Google dropped the ball because they didn't advertise it with phones. They dropped the ball. I'm gonna tell you why Stadia failed so bad. They didn't market it right. For every Google Pixel phone they sold, it should have came with Stadia free. You should have been able to game with all of the Google App Store games, everything. They should have marketed way better. Now, if you wanted to buy games, that would have been different. But Stadia should have came with every Pixel. Imagine how many Google Pixels are out there that Stadia would have been paired with. And then it could have even came with a little monitor or extra little display, like a little tablet or something, to live stream the games. That would have been better marketing. But they didn't want to team up with Samsung. They didn't want to do none of that. They just want to bring out a controller with a subscription service that wasn't even marketed right. And then you get pissed off and mad and want to compete with the juggernauts that's already been in the gaming industry for 20, 30 years already, 40 years. And you mad because you ain't number one. So basically, Google wanted Google Stadia to be over PlayStation subscription service, Game Pass, Nintendo. They wanted to wipe everybody off the map with this thing. And now that their idea it failed miserably, and these people are upset, and now they're trying to block everything, because every time it comes to Game Pass, Google is always snooping around trying to block something. I don't know why. They just have this thing against Game Pass. They do not like it. Like, they're just the worst as Sony. So I'm just like, oh my goodness, bro. Every time it turn around, it's something with this Game Pass on it just puts them in their feelings. And everybody's like, first of all, you decided to bring out this stupid name called Stadia. It should have been Google Gaming or Pixel Gaming or something. You gonna call it Stadia? That was the dumbest name, and it deserved to fail. It wasn't even catchy. Like, who wants some trash like that? It deserved to be next to Sega, Atari, and all the other failed brands that's in the gaming graveyard, because they didn't even market it right, or they didn't compete right, or they didn't invest into their brand like they were supposed to. So that's their fault. That's not our fault. Now, we already know it's been a battle between Google, Epic, Fortnite. Now it appears to be a battle between Google and Microsoft, with them basically play your games anywhere. Stream your games, buy your games, own your games, stream them on the go. So play as you go. You know what I'm saying? You buy the game on Game Pass and you can play it on your mobile devices, of course your consoles, of course, on your PCs, your TVs, your Fire Sticks, your Samsung TVs, your phones, your tablets, your laptops, everywhere. Play as you play anywhere. On your new Apples or on your Androids. But you do have to sign in through Game Pass through your web browser on Apple, because Apple don't allow it because of all their restrictions. And I think that's a big part of it too, because of Fortnite didn't want to either pay 30% or something like that, or Apple wanted 30%, Google wanted 30%, and then Fortnite is probably left with the scraps, and everybody was like, whoa, wait a minute, time out. So now there's this big thing going around, this big battle over, the court system. Like, Google is pushing back because even though you can buy your games on the app, this is just what I've been hearing out here in these gaming streets. This is just coming from what the gaming industry is talking about. Google trying to say, well, people was always able to play Game Pass anywhere and do games and buy games and this, that, and the third, which is, I don't really necessarily think that was the case. You were able to buy Game Pass Ultimate and live stream the games. So I think they may have had it confused right there. They thought you was always able to buy games. No, this is new. They just came out with this. So apparently somebody's at Google's front office decided to start hating because they wanted 30%. So they feel like whatever Xbox is doing, we want a cut, even though your app is on the App Store and it has nothing to do with Google Arcade, Google Games, or Apple, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They want to cut. And this is why they're trying to hold up the process from bringing probably more games to Scream As You Go, which is kind of confusing. Because it's like, okay, you already have hundreds of thousands of mobile games. Most people, over 95% of people play games on their mobile devices. So by default, Google and Apple already going to have more mobile players. So trying to get Microsoft in the gaming division, cloud gaming with Game Pass over there, and bring gaming anywhere is a good thing for people that like to travel like me. That's convenient for me, so you don't have to bring a console. You don't have to drag a console from here to the end of the earth with you everywhere you go. Like, if you drive and you travel, you don't have to always pack up your console. You can just grab your mobile device, get your controller, and go. And that's it. And you can live streaming if you stream it from your phone, or you can mirror your phone to your smart TVs, and you can play it on the big screen as well. So these are cool features that you can do with it. But apparently, Google is trying to stop that. Google, they're not feeling that. We already had the problem with, Call of Duty deal about to be blocked. They didn't want Microsoft Xbox to own that because they knew, gamers, that like the game, casual gamers that like to game were going to be jumping into the ecosystem, and the sales were probably going to decline on Sony. If it comes to Nintendo, because everybody's going to be jumping into Game Pass ecosystem to save money. Nobody want to keep spending $70 and you only buying that one game, when you could just keep loading up on Game Pass, and then you can buy all these extra DLCs and microtransactions and skins and outfits and skins for your guns. You see what I'm saying? It does make it a lot easier when you can play on Game Pass. Most people don't know that. Most people thinking, oh, it's better if I go get, a PlayStation, the market leader, that supposedly have all the bangers, which is they don't, because PS5 ain't got no games. Xbox got all the games right now. They got bangers dropping after bangers after bangers, and it's coming to PC and Game Pass. That's where I choose to play, on Game Pass and PC, because I know you can have best of both worlds. You got emulators on PC. You can play Xbox games, PlayStation games, everywhere you go. Now they have it to where you basically can play cloud gaming everywhere. So you can buy your games. You only got let's say to start out with Scream and Play Anywhere. It's like 50 games or something like that, which is, I'm going to try it out probably later on. I'm probably going to order a game and see how it works. If it works, hey, I may continue, because I think I seen 2K25 on there as well. So I may get that later down. Who knows? I may start getting back on 2K. I don't know. I usually wait till it drop in the Game Pass, but I did see that one. I seen a Harry Potter, and I don't know if I seen FIFA. It's a list of games on there. I think Final Fantasy's on there now. That's crazy, by the way. that Final Fantasy, now you can buy the game, you can own the game, and you can stream it through Game Pass anywhere. So Game Pass has become its own platform, and it's becoming a juggernaut really fast. And Google don't like it, Apple don't like it. And now, don't forget, you can also play Fortnite back on through Game Pass, because remember, Google had blocked it from the App Store. Apple had blocked Fortnite from the App Store, which was lame because they couldn't get a 20-30%. That Epic was like, hey man, why can't we have our game on there? This is only one game, bro. You know, look at PUBG. I'm pretty sure PUBG is still on there. So it's kind of crazy that they want people like Epic to put their main games on there, because if I'm not mistaken, I think you can play Assassin's Creed, and I want to say Resident Evil on Apple devices now. You can buy the full game, you know, on the new Apple devices. So why can't you have Fortnite? Why can't you have people that can purchase Fortnite, like let's say $10-20? Why can't you have it that way? You know, people, you know how many sales they probably have of Fortnite? If they just bring it and they put a price tag on it and they say, okay, the only way to get it back in the store is if it's like $10 or $20. Okay, so everybody can get their cut that way. I think that would save that argument, because we already know Google is about their bag, Apple is about their bag. So the whole Google trying to block the Game Pass and all that from screaming and on the go, it's just interrupting gaming, you know, especially if you're a casual gamer or you just like the game like me. I just like to game anywhere I go. I don't like the restrictions of having to basically drag a console around or a PC around, or, you know, laptops and all this other bull crap, where you can just break out your phone, bring out your controller, and just start gaming. But I just want to touch on that because, man, there's a lot of hate going on out here in these gaming streets with those Decepticons at Google, and that's crazy because they already a juggernaut. They already got YouTube. They already got so much more Google, like AI and Gemini. Like, what is you worrying about Game Pass for? That just show you how greedy these companies are. Sony ain't the only greedy bastards out here. Trust me. Google and Apple is too. And this is what Microsoft was saying. This is exposing all of Microsoft competitors right here. It's exposing Google and Apple, you know, and even Sony. It's exposing everybody, all their competition. Whenever they try to block something, this is your enemy. You already know, like, Google really ain't your friend. Y'all may be frenemies because y'all making a little change, a little money together, but in the end, they really still don't like Microsoft. Because if it wasn't an issue, why did you have to have a greedy CEO over there at Google to step in and say, hey, block Game Pass from, you know, allowing people to stream, because they're going to stop buying mobile games and they're all going to go to Game Pass. Duh. That's the vision. How about you start dropping your games in the Game Pass? How about that, Google? How about that, Apple? Have you ever thought about that? Oh no, it's going to interrupt Apple Arcade. Oh no, it's going to interrupt Google Play. It's just stupid. It don't make no sense to me, man. And these clowns over there at Google, they're just the dumbest Sony CEOs trying to lock down everything and do all these exclusive backdoor deals like they stole Spider-Man away. It ain't never gonna see the daylight on Xbox again. Not even Game Pass PC. That's crazy. But I think I'm gonna leave it right there, man. Man, you guys already know what to do. Make sure you smash that like button, that subscribe button, click that notification bell so you guys can be notified on all of the new latest and greatest news out here in these gaming streets.